Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Our today's topic is ratio, right? In Excel, you uh, Excel users are sometimes encountered with a situation in which they have to display the figures in the terms of ratio. Or for financial and reports, you have the current ratios and equity ratio and inventory turnover ratio, etc. So the ratios are used everywhere. Ratios are used in politics as well, like Republican and Democrats and Labour Party and the rest of the. There are so many things. Like the gender ratio means male ratio and female ratio. There can be so many things. And wherever you do the comparison, you talk about the ratio. And normally, we are used to of using a colon between the two things which we compare, right? And we read it 10 is to 3, 10 is to 4, or 100 is means that colon between, right? So, or the pass or rejection in scientific laboratories or in the factory floor, the packs which are being which are being QA'd, and so some are passed and some are destroyed and rejected. So the ratios are very important. The ratios give you how well are you performing, right? And each so there are certain red lines for the ratio that if the ratio is until a certain limited range, then it's fine, it is okay. But if it crosses it, so it's a measure. Ratios are actually the measure to gauge your activities, performance, whatever you say. Okay, um, so the relatable scenarios we can have the pass or the rejection of the packs, right? Or the let's talk about the ratios in terms of Excel. You have the simple multiplication and division of the things, and this matters that what is divided by what, right? What is divided by what is in the numerator and what is in the denominator, so, right? So the ratio is it has to be very thoughtfully computed, and for displaying the ratio, the Excel does not use the colon. To display it, Excel uses forward slash, right? So the two figures are written, and a forward slash is in the middle of both the figures. And this is how Excel does, but it still provides you the way to replace this slash with a colon, right? So you can always do that, right? But for calculation purposes, the appearance of the figures will be 10 slash 3. So 10 is to 3 will be that. So pass and rejection ratio is very frequently used in educational institutions as well. The students get pass, the student get fail, or the student gets selected, student gets rejected. Or in the manufacturing, when your system is generating the packs, and some packs get passed by the QA and means and some are rejected, and there comes the wastage control and other activities which are required. They keep an eye on that ratio. If the ratio is within the acceptable range, then it is okay. Otherwise, the management has to do the needful to control the waste. And so how to calculate the ratios, right? So we will first of all calculate some ratios and give you an example, and then we will get back to this quiz in which we have a database in which we have a chapter which is called Excel aptitude. We have been talking about this many times as so Excel aptitude. The chapter is going on and the questions are coming like this, and the system automatically displays the question, and with your selection it examines whether your selection of the right choice is there or not, right? So this is also an interesting thing, but our focus is today to learn and to see how do we do the ratio calculation, and how do we do the condition formatting on the basis of the ratio, right? Okay, so let's proceed to our worksheet. So this is book one for okay, it's a plain book, and we have taken the data of past, we have taken the data of the rejected. Among the 15 past scenario, 450 were the rejected. Okay, 1500 were passed. You can take them as a PAX, right? PAX passed and PAX rejected. Like, so how many passed? 1500. So for so ratio is this. Ratio is this. Why this is Excel is showing this? Because we have applied the format. Let's clear the format so that we can see. mm, so that we can see that. what actually is going on, right? So to clear, we copy this and we paste it. Okay, so the format is gone, right? Okay, so this is simply that this is pass divided by the rejected, pass divided by rejected, pass, and hence that is the percentage, how many passed, and how many rejected. So 30% were rejected here, 27% was rejected, and 14% were rejected, and 7% were rejected. 7% is rejected. So these two are the winners. Huh? These two are the so you can apply the from conditional formatting as well. But first of all, let's talk about the ratio format, right? We want to be able to see the ratio in a column format, right? First of all, let's see how to get the Excel way of showing the ratio. We know that Excel does not use the colon as a mark of ratio, right? So first of all, we select this range and we press Control and 1, Control and 1, right? One numeric 1, yeah. So this takes us to the cell format, and here we go to the custom, and in the custom we remove this general, right? And we just type hash, hash slash hash, right? Yeah. So this is the custom format, and this will show you the value like this way. Okay, so let's click OK in here. Okay, so this is the format has been applied. The next thing we do, we want to replace this slash into the. So we are going to replace this slash with a conventional style of ratios in which the colon is used, right? Not the slash. So, but we cannot, we should not do anything which disturbs its calculation. Right? It should keep calculation instead of showing the slash. It should it should show the colon, right? It should show the colon, right? So what we do here is that we try the text format in it. Okay, we try the text format. In the text format, we specify what we want to the expression, the value which we want to convert. Okay, and what is the format in which we want to share, right? So the format is, of course, it is slash, it is hash, hash, and then forward slash and hash, right? So this is one thing, right? So this is a formula which converts it into the text, right? So let's press Control Enter. Okay, so this is converted into the text. Now, since this is converted into text, now we can use substitute for or replace. You can say substitute. Both can be used. Yeah, you can use a replace formula, and also you can use the substitute. Okay. So let's try substitute way. Substitute. Okay, substitute. In substitute, you specify the text. This is the text which you want the substitution in it, and the old text which you want to find in it, that is a slash, right? That is a slash, and you want to replace it. So put a comma in here. So what is the new text you want? That is a colon. So within the inverted comma, you will write double quotes. Within the double quotes, you will write the columns. So that's it, and you can close the bracket, right, and press Control Enter, right? So this way you can see that the formula puts your desired colon, right? The colon which is popular in the ratios, right? Everyone knows that the ratios are written like this. So Excel is also writing it. Excel has provided you a way to use your own convention, and you can still do it. But if you do not use substitute, then it will just show you the slash. Okay. So this is the one part of the thing. The next is if you want to apply a conditional formatting in it, so you can use on the basis of this as well, because uh, so anything which is higher than 15%, right, wastage, so it should be made red. So it should become red. So what we do, we go to the conditional formatting here, and we create a new rule and use a formula that determines which cell to format. Okay, and then in the formula you will see that if is equal to if. Here you can say the formula is that if yeah, you start the bracket and you say that this rejection. So we remove these dollar sign plus F4 to remove this dollar sign and make it absolute. And we do not want to make it absolute because we want to carry on this for rule which we are to all the range, right, with the respective position, right? So C3 divided by it's divided by B3. Again, we put F4 like this. If this is what? It is greater than 15%. It's greater than 15%. Yeah. Then what to do? We want the formatting. We want this the border the fill pattern. It will be red. So it will be filled with red, and the font will become white. The color of the fonts will become, say, white. Okay, and we click OK. Right, so red and white, and we click OK in here. So this will, of course, highlight anything which is higher than 15%. These are going to be highlighted, and so this how you do the conditional formatting, and you calculate the ratio. So let's get back to our quiz, in which you will be asked for some to test your information, your knowledge about ratio. So it is a cell value with a custom format ratio, shown as 10/3. What is the actual value of the cell? If 10/3, what is the actual value of this? So 10/3, not 10:3. Yeah. So it is 10/3 is actually, if you want to see, get back to the sheet to find out the answer. So you can see that, okay, if we remove all this part, if we remove all this part, say, yeah, right. So it is actually, you can remove this part as well, and it is still showing you that, but to see the exact value of it, you press F2 in here and press F9. So this is 3.333333. Okay. So the right answer of the question which we have shown you is a cell having the 10/3 shown as a ratio. What is the actual value of the cell? Of course, this one. This is the right answer, right? That's right. Okay. So let's get to the next question. The next question is simplest, that what is the correct way of applying format to display the ratio? To display the ratio, right? So we have already seen that this is the right answer, right? All those will not display the ratio. This is the ratio, but that ratio will be having a slash in between. Right? Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching.